Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to the final episode in our March tier list for every position. We're looking at the very best attackers today. As always, it's completely based on my opinion. Where I rank a card is not whatsoever based on their chemistry or price. So some of these cards might be ranked highly, but I think they're very overpriced. A card might be ranked in C tier, but I think he's very good value. I will comment on that as I look at the cards. Um, I've used majority of these cards, and if not used this specific card that we're talking about in the video, I will have used a version of them at some point in this FIFA or played against them a lot. If you want to find a tier list where someone does something like this and has used every card, it doesn't exist. So bear that in mind. As always, people tend to get very offended in the comment section if I slightly underrate a player. So for yesterday, for example, not yesterday, 2 days ago, I put Team of the Year Vidic at the top of A tier, borderline S tier, and someone said that I ruined the whole tier list because I didn't know what I was talking about, and I've clearly not used Vidic, even though I'd used him for about 300 games. So constructive feedback, like honestly, I don't really care too much. It doesn't really bother me if people disagree with me. That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And if people want to be super negative or say it ruins the tier list, whatever, okay. I'm here trying to put content out for you guys. People tend to like these videos, and I appreciate you guys that watch them. And it's always good to have debate. I would say maybe not argue, but it's always good to have debate. And obviously, people are going to have different perspectives, different opinions based on their experience using different cards, which is cool. We're not always going to agree. I've had tier lists where someone said, "How on earth is that player A tier? He's obviously S tier." And then in the same video, someone's comment saying, "That card's, how can it be A tier? It's C tier." So you can't please everyone. Everyone's got a different opinion. But let's get into it. We've got 71 cards today. I think the lowest rated I've gone to is 89. So any attackers 88 and under are not in this video. Does that mean I think every attacker under 89 is bad? No, it does not. It just means that I had 70 cards already, and I wasn't going to make it a video with 200 plus cards. If a card's not in this video, it does not mean they're not good. It probably means that I don't think that they're like top, like can't miss the list. And as always, every card in the video is a brilliant attacker that could make its way into any team and do a pretty good job. Let's start with Henry. We are going to speed run through this because we've just got so many cards. Henry. With a Hawk, that's probably his best chem style, I'd say. You could go an engine as well. Like, if you look at an engine on him, he's already got a great shot, but I would still go Hawk. He's very good. Passing, honestly, is quite disappointing considering how good Henry is. I think Henry still holds the assist record in the Premier League, and he's got 83 passing. Make it make sense, please, yeah. But brilliant card. The only problem with Henry, 4-star, 4-star. He's probably top end B tier on this game because his balance isn't very good. His physical's good but not great. His passing's not great. And we have to be very harsh because the attackers, it's the creme de la creme we've got here. Obviously, I might move some players around as we go along, but there's just going to be so many outrageously good cards in this video that we're going to have to be harsh. But yeah, Henry, very good. But any card that's 4-star, 4-star, with a few exceptions, is going to really struggle to go too far up the list. I've just realised, by the way, that we didn't get Alawiron. I didn't put Alawiron in the tier list. Sometimes when I'm going through, I'm looking through so many cards, I forget to save some and put them in. Alawiron is 4-star, 4-star, but with that pecs, how good he's on the ball, passing's a bit better than Henry. Pretty similar physical, shots pretty even when you put the Deadeye on, and his passing's a lot better. I would be putting Alawiron in A tier. So if you're watching this and wondering where's Alawiron, I would have him in A tier. That's an obvious one that I just realised I missed. Stoichkov. You'd probably use Stoichkov's World Cup card, to be fair. I'd use his World Cup card because it has a better weak foot. Stoichkov's World Cup card, we always talk about the best version of a card. 4-star, 4-star. Honestly, it's quite like Henry's card in terms of the stats. He's a bit better on the ball. Henry's a bit more got the finesse shot. He seems really good at that in game, like he should be. Henry seems to have that body type that bodies people a bit more, but I think Stoichkov's slightly better, which is a travesty on how good Henry should be. Henry should have at least a 5-star. Prime R9, obviously going to be there. I think that's pretty obvious. No one would debate that, really. Prime Raoul, good value card. Passing, good on 2 of the key stats. Long passing, not as good. Decent physical. I honestly do not think aggression matters. Someone commented yesterday saying about Kante saying aggression's always been better than strength. You were mistaken, my friend. Aggression last FIFA was amazing. This FIFA, I honestly don't think you'd notice much difference between 1 and 99 aggression. Controversial maybe, but that's just what I feel. Again, very similar. There's going to be a lot of these 4-star merchants who are very similar cards. Prime Pele, obviously up there. Is he R9? Doesn't have the weak foot. R9 has that bit more body, like strength in game. Prime Eusebio, as clinical as it gets, but no 5-star skills. Physical's good, but not insane. Passing's pretty good, but not insane. He's going into the A tier. I want to see Eusebio get 5-5. Garincha, also for attackers. This might be where some people differ in opinion as well, but I would rather have 5-star skills than 5-star weak foot. It's all based on the perspective of the level you play at. To be honest, the level I play at, for the most part, these guys on a 4-star weak foot are going to finish nearly every chance you shoot anyway, but you need the 5-star skills to break down the best defenders. Garincha, 5'4", really bad physical, even at this point in the game. The rest of the stats pretty great, to be honest. The agility balance, I wish was a bit better, but the rest of the dribbling's insane. Pretty good shot, not incredible shot power, but good. Garincha's probably low-end A tier, mostly because of the physical. At this point in the game, if your physical's pretty poor, you're going to struggle to be too high. Dalglish, poor physical, poor passing, everything else pretty great. The 5-star weak foot, but I'm putting him into B tier. If you compare to these cards, the passing and physical's quite a bit worse, but he's got that 5-star weak foot. Definitely the World Cup one with the 5-star weak foot. Very, very similar to Henry's card again. The difference being 5-star weak foot puts him into this tier. Figo, underrated card. 750k for a card that can play cam as well, so it's quite versatile. Good nation. 5-star, 4-star. Like, compare this card to Garincha. Garincha's a little bit better on the technical stats. Not miles better, but Figo's quite a bit better physically, so I think they're pretty comparable. I'd prefer Figo, honestly. I prefer a bit more physicality. Butra won the World Cup one. Honestly, again, pretty similar to Dalglish. There's a lot of these cards that play pretty similar. Short game, they feel slightly different. Butra normally feels a little bit better on the ball. Dalglish normally feels a bit stronger. I prefer the bit better on the ball, so I'll take Butra, but they're pretty similar. Shearer, now, I've not used this card. It's hard to fully judge it. Could he be clunky? Honestly, I would be going engine. In my opinion, it seems a fairly obvious one that you want to get that dribbling to make him not feel too clunky. His shooting's already cracked. His pace is going to be pretty good. Helps his passing a bit as well. This Shearer 5'4", honestly, looks very, very good. I really like this card. Just looking at it, I just don't know whether he'll be too clunky or not. I'm probably going to put him... I'd probably put him around here. Compared to like the Eto'o, the passing's similar. Eto'o will be a bit quicker, a bit better on the ball. But Shearer's got the skill moves, which I do prefer. And he's got the physicality, which is really nice on a striker. Pires, again, another very good one. I was about to say, I don't really get why he's a similar price to Figo. He's got a little more versatile, and he is French. Figo's card is better, got a much better shot, better physical, and they're both 5'4", but French is a better nation on the game. He can play a few more positions. Put him lower down there. Pires should never be better than Henry, but that's the world we live in. I hope Henry gets a really nice card this year. Rivaldo. Really would have liked to see 5'5" on this card. Pretty decent physical with that strength. He'll be good on the ball. He's always had not the best balance, but he still feels pretty good on the ball. His shooting's insane. His pace is really good. His passing's very, very solid. Not insane, but really good to be fair. Wish he had 5-star skill moves, but that's going to be a very good card right up there with Eusebio. Ronaldo. Honestly, quite slow at this point of the game. Still great shot. Not the best on the ball, but you do need that pace. I'd probably be going to C tier at this point. Ronaldinho. Honestly, I'd put him above Pele with that extra physicality. Not quite R9, but top tier card. Zlatan. For me, very overpriced. Not the easiest to get in chemistry unless you're forcing a Milan player in. Still a very, very good card. I'd go Engine to really make up that dribbling. 5-star, 4-star. It's a very good card. I'd be putting him towards top end of A tier. He's quite a unique card. Probably borderline S tier. Maybe in the past I've slightly underrated him, but I still think he's expensive. Di Natale. Very similar to a lot of these guys. We're just going to be putting the 4-star, 4-star merchants in a little group together. Boutry, you might be wondering why he's not ahead of some of these. I just think he lacks the physical and some of the other stats that these guys have. Messi's road to the knockouts. We will have his team of the year as well. Very good card, but little slow on the sprint speed. Probably going to be a little bit better now, though, with the new explosive patch. The strength, not great. Stamina, not great. So I'm probably going low-end B tier. The physicality, especially that stamina, really does hurt him compared to where cards are at this point. Sanchez, another 4-star, 4-star merchant. There's going to be a lot of those in this video, but they're good cards, so we'll have them in here. Cantona, I think this is obviously going to be an S tier card. 5-5 on a Cantona. Some of the best physicals in the game. His passing's elite. You probably could go an Engine. I don't know. An Engine or... I think I'm going to go Hunter because I want that extra pace, but I'd be experimenting with Engine and Hunter. I've used his Prime and his Baby this year. Both outrageously good cards, so I can only imagine how good this one is. I'm probably going to put him above Pele, to be honest. That's where I think he'd be around there. But these cards, it's going to be such fine margins. A Betty Pele. Another 4-star, 4-star merchant. Insane on the ball, though, and very good passing. Not quite the physical, but I think how good he is on the ball puts him above some of these. Alexis Sanchez. So he's got his win. He's already got his 2 goals assists. I don't know if he's had both upgrades yet or not. He's going to get the 3 appearances. Pretty good card, though. Again, another 4-4 merchant. I don't remember if these cards can get 5-5 through getting more upgrades. I don't think they can. Could be wrong, though. Very nice, though. Insane on the ball, to be fair. I didn't realise he was quite that good, actually. Probably around there again. Probably above Pele because of the physical. Do you know, like, obvious S tier? Probably put him around there. I think Cantona's card on paper looks better. Riyad Mahrez. Nice pace split allowed for that to be good. Good shot. Good passing. Honestly, it's quite like Garincha, just a bit worse, to be honest. But he always feels silky smooth. But I don't think he's quite up there, so he's going to be around here. George Best, finally getting the 5-star skill moves. That should be on his other cards. Honestly, a bit overpriced in my opinion. Like, if you compare him to like Figo and Perez, is he better? He will be, I think. He's a bit silky on the ball, bit better shot. I think he will play a fair bit better. But is he worth triple the price when he's a nation that's there or thereabouts used? I can't even think of another Northern Irish player that I'd even want to link him with. So, versatile again, but yeah, is he worth the price? No. Is it a great best card? Sure. I'll probably put him ahead of Rivaldo, to be honest. Mudryk. Good card. Mudryk. Not terribly priced for a Prem 5-star, 4-star. He's probably a similar card, though, to someone like Figo and Perez around there. Cavarskelia? Never know how to pronounce that guy's name. We'll have to speed up. There's a lot of cards here. Good card. 5-star weak foot. A few iffy stats there. Not the best physical, though. I'm probably going to put him like around there. I think I maybe overrated him before. Ian Rush. Honestly, quite comparable to the Shearer card. Shearer's got a bit more physical. I think Shearer is ever so slightly better, though. If you look at the bases, Shearer's a bit quicker. Dribbling same. Shearer's passing's a lot better, a bit better physical. But Ian Rush is tradable. The Puskas card. Can't remember his weak foot skills. Yeah, 4-5. Puskas is just going to basically be a better Rivaldo, in my opinion. He's just a bit different in game. Don't think he's going to be enough to get S tier, though. Muller, weird card, but still pretty good. Probably bottom end 80, no fives in there. Jazinho, we know where this card's going. 5-5. Outrageous. Probably put him around there. JJ Okocha, Uncle JJ. Very nice. Again, pretty similar to like Figo and Garincha and Pires, all those type of players. You get to the point of this game with so many cards, it's so saturated, there are going to be a lot of similar cards. Morientes, good card. I really liked Morientes' 89 early on in the year, but that was when the lengthy thing was the mare. He's a bit clunky, but he's a great finisher. Honestly, I might go engine on him looking at the card. He's not going to be rapid, but it does make him decent on the ball and helps that passing. Probably going to be like high-end C tier. Mario Gomez. I've just realised I've got Alejandro Gomez. He'd probably be like bottom end A tier now. Mario Gomez, he does need a hunter to get that pace up a little bit more. Probably going to be a little clunky compared to top attackers. 3-5's pretty nice though. I'm probably going to put him around here. If he was 4-star weak for, it'd probably be C or D tier. Okay, so we've got End of Era Ribery here. Still a great card. Any 5-5's going to be really, really good. I didn't use the End of Era Ribery, but I used the Rule Breaker one. Pretty similar, but this one was slightly better. But I didn't want to do an untradeable SBC. Papan, 3-4. Hurts the card a lot. Probably again an engine, to be honest, but the pace ain't great. He's probably going to be bottom end C. Al Jaber. Probably a Hawk. 4-4. He's honestly quite comparable to a lot of these 4-4 guys around here. Firmino, now this is a card that would have been absolutely out of his mind cracked if he'd have got some upgrades, but Liverpool did have the best Champions League knockout run, to say the least. Insane on the ball. Very good physical for a card with those stats. 5-4. Honestly, he's probably a high-end A tier. He's better than like Figo, Garincha and stuff, just not quite up with these cards. And that's when he didn't get an upgrade, so. Martial. Decent, but another 4-star, 4-star. They're all just interchangeable for the most part. Jota, 4-5. I don't think Jota's playing at the moment. I don't know if he's injured or not, but if he isn't, he ain't playing anyway, so Jota's probably going to struggle to get 3 appearances and 2 goals assists, I think. It's a good card, though. It's probably around here again. He doesn't have some of the stats that some of these others have, but he's got the weak foot. Nkunku, compared to the top attackers, I'm going to put him A tier now. I think his time has finally come to drop out the S tier. The shot power, the physicality, not high 90s on the passing, 87 composure, great card, but I don't think he's quite as good as some of these ones now. Better midfielder in my opinion. Still an amazing attacker, being borderline S tier still. I'd want the Hunter to get his acceleration up. The balance is an issue. The passing's decent. Good physicality. Great in the air. I think he's 6'4", not 6'3". Great shot. 4-5. Probably bottom end A tier for me. Harvey Elliott, one of the best attackers in the Prem with the 5-star, 4-star. You probably want a Hawk on him. He doesn't really need an engine. Hawk helps get some of the shooting stats up. His shot's not great, but his passing's very good. He's brilliant on the ball. He's 5'4". Not the worst strength, not the best physical either. I'd probably put him at the bottom end of here. The 5-star skills really help that card though. It's a bit weird seeing a Harvey Elliott above Thierry Henry though. Honestly, a bit like a Dalglish card and Buccigrado, just better overall, so goes around here. We are going for the weak foot one here. I do prefer skill moves, but I just think this one has better all-round stats. Hunter on him. Could do with a bit better dribbling, but everything else is very, very good. Adeyemi. Honestly, if we spent proper time on this video, in terms of like to really fine tune where the cards should be individually ranked compared to each other. This could take like 10 plus hours. There's so many cards now that are very good. It'd be really hard to do. Another 4/4 merchant. I'd probably be going Deadeye to fix the passing and get that shooting really good. Harry Kuehl. Wish they'd given him a 5-star. Think he's overpriced for a 4/4. But it's a very nice card. Harry Kuehl's World Cup and 8/7 I used a lot. Really liked them. He has got... Oh, it's Leeds United rather than Liverpool. Okay, makes sense. I thought it was going to be Liverpool because he was in a red top. Pretty good card, though. He would have been better when outside the foot shots weren't nerfed at all. I'd probably put him at the top end of here. I just don't think... Unless you've got outrageous stats like crazy physical and high 90s and a lot of airs, I think it's hard to be 4/4 and any better than that. Benzema, our first team of the year. Just insane. He's like a Eusebio in terms of the 4/5, but just better at pretty much everywhere else. Benzema's going here. Bale, probably the best SBC we've had this year, in my opinion anyway. Very, very good card. 4/4. He's a 4/4 that is pushing into the A tier for me. Because if you look at it compared to, say, like an Henry, similar pace, better shot, miles better passing, similar ability on the ball. He can even defend a bit, and he's quite a bit better physical. So he's got enough to push him into the higher tiers. But there's a few exceptions to that. Eloiram was another one we said. Hazard, just another one of these 4/4s. Di Maria, another very good SBC we had, to be fair. Maybe better than Bale in terms because of the chemistry. 5-star, 4-star, him was really nice. Similar to like the Figo, Pires type cards. Lacazette, one of my favourite cards I've used this year. I think he's very, very good value. Decent on the ball, pretty good, especially with his like body type. Very good physical. Rapid, great shot, decent passing, 5/4. Probably put him around there. Vinny Jr. I think we're getting a 5/5 Vinny Jr. tomorrow. Obviously, the FUT birthday cards we're going to get tomorrow didn't make this video because they weren't out yet. I will be doing a tier list for them tomorrow, and I will mention if there's any elite ones in there where I'd put them in this video. Vinny Jr., that very, very nice card. 2.3 mil. No, I won't be paying that. But pretty elite card in general. He's probably right up here in terms of where cards go on this game. I'll probably put Puskas and Eusebio. I'll probably put around there, to be fair. Very interesting how good his FUT birthday one is, though. Raspadori, nice card. Pretty similar to like the Dalglish, Butragueño type ones. Neymar. Neymar is just different on FIFA. This card's a rip-off, though. His physicality isn't as much an issue as other cards generally because Neymar's body type and the way he glitches through players. Don't think that's as prevalent this year. I still really like this card, and I'm going to put him high-end A tier. The 5/5 really helped that. I just don't think I can put him S tier until he gets a decent boost. Like even now, his shot power's not great, so the passing stats can do with boost. People like just get on the high horses about Neymar because they love him so much. Don't get me wrong, he's great, but I just don't think he can quite make that. Griezmann, a bit better than him. I'd put him right there. Son, not really had a great season this year, so I've probably not seen a lot of love in FUT, but still a decent card. Poor physical, not bad but not great passing. Balance, a bit of an issue. Probably puts him around here. The weak foot helps him there. Richarlison, the pigeon. Good card, but again, pretty similar stuff to Son, just a bit better physical, so puts him a bit higher. Haaland. Haaland, we are going to probably put around there. Haaland is an exception to the 4-star, 4-star. Simply put, he's just outrageous physically and just destroys defenders and just seems extra rapid in game. You might not agree with that. Some people don't like him. Some people absolutely adore him. I think he's very, very good, though. Deadeye on Martinelli would be my go-to. Fixes that shot power, makes his passing great. 4/4, probably at the top end of the 4/4 cards. If he could get a 5-star, that'd be really, really good. Kane, Probably put around here. He's got the 5-star weak foot, but not much else really. Depay, I mean, he's got the shooting as well, but he's just a few issues elsewhere. Depay, if he had a 4-star weak foot, he could really push up, but a 3-star weak foot really does hurt this card. Rafael Leao, one of my favourite cards that I've used this year. Very good value in terms of his chemistry, versatility, and just how good he is. He's honestly quite comparable to to normal Golden Mbappe. Golden Mbappe, by the way, I'd probably be putting around there. Leao probably go in a similar position. Felix. Leao, it's the combination of pace, good on the ball, 5-star skills, and that strength. Felix, 5-star, 5-star. Very nice. Felix does lack that physicality. I'm probably going to say he's probably going to end up around here. Felix just needs that physicality really to push him high, but still very nice. For Nunez, we want the skill moves one. I think the skill moves matters more. Do they both play the exact same positions? Yeah, it's the same card, but just the skill moves. Nunez, you probably want a Deadeye on. The passing's that bad without it. He could do with an engine as well. I think Deadeye. I think you need the shooting a little bit higher. Physical's crazy though. It's a very nice card. TBA Messi, I'm probably putting just before Pele. Mane. Have we got the flashback one here? Yeah, the flashback one with a hawk. Very, very good. Compared to some of the other 4-4s, I think he just pushes into this tier. Salah, bottom end of here because of the weak foot. Mbappe, honestly, probably right up there. This Mbappe's borderline S tier as well. And then I'm probably putting that Mbappe there. I think that Mbappe is very close to being the best card in the game, but I give it Prime R9 just about. What do you guys think of this tier list? Are there any major flaws in it in your opinion? Like I say, I could spend longer and try tweak it and try make it a little bit more accurate in terms of exactly where I think cards will go, but I think for the most part I'm pretty happy with the tiers I've got the cards in. Appreciate you guys watching the videos always. Appreciate the support of the channel. We will be back tomorrow with a tier list on the new FUT birthday cards. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Peace.